Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Friday, the 12th of November 2021. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week, live here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I would love to see you in there. In that, I do channeling for the collective. And I also do mini reads in there as well. So if you've got a question for your higher self, if you want guidance for a particular area or a particular relationship in your life, then come along in there. It's by donation for those. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also one up there as well. So let's find out, what are the energies that everyone's got going on today? Growth, a growth path. This card has been coming out a lot lately. Have you noticed that? It's all about growth at the moment. I mean, our lives are all about growth as well, but it might just be really evident that your life is more about your growth and getting those shiny, blingy things, or getting into that relationship, or about the money that you're getting, or that job that you're getting. It's not about those are the external things. They do come along the way, and our growth is instigated by us going for those things as well. So there's nothing wrong with those things, but it's not the point of life. The point of life is all about us, and it's about our growth, and it's about us becoming more and reaching our potential. Now, there's a lot in the energies at the moment about that we may have been reaching a little bit too low, and our higher selves know that we've got greater potential than that, and so it wants us to keep going with it. Synchronicity is happening today, says this kitty cat here, Lexi. The synchronicity is happening today as well. It's about your growth path, and it's about you've got much further to go. Not as in, well, it could be, not as in like this is going to be a long time coming. Like, it could be, but this is more about saying you've got far more potential than you think. Sometimes we can be, from our human perspective, we can be too intent on the end game kind of thing, at reaching an end point and then being stable in that happiness kind of thing. It's not really what we want. We want the path to be ongoing, but we get a little tired on the way, don't we? Anyway, I feel like you could be having synchronicities today, things happening that show you that your path is much longer, bigger than you thought. Could be really exciting today. The Hierophant. This is about spiritual lessons that you're having, and it's about growth. And it's about also the lessons that you've learned and the wisdom that you've gained with your specific circumstances and life experiences that you've had. And that wisdom being right for you and your path. And that has been really important. Now, another thing that the guides have been telling me lately is that significant relationships, twin flame relationships included in that, they both need to be in a high state of alignment with themselves before they come together, because ego needs to be not dropped, but seen for what it is, so that they're not in a competitive nature or not, reacting to things. Because when they come together, the culmination of the wisdom that you've both gained in your individual life paths, some of that will be matching, so you'll have been through similar experiences, but some of it won't be matching, and it'll be complementary. And what I mean by that is the wisdom that you've gained through your life experiences is right for you and your journey, right? But if someone else comes in that has been through other experiences and have gained other wisdom, and you come together and you are both aware of your ego enough to not be reacting to each other, not want to argue your point kind of thing, and be right. When you come together, you can actually listen to their perspective and the wisdom that they've gained. You might find that you're both right, but there might be some complementary stuff about it, something synergistic about it, meaning the sum of the parts come together and make much more than the whole. So the Hierophant talks about a marriage. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic marriage, two people coming together. It's about the sharing of the wisdom that you've gained of your experiences along the way. Your wisdom that you've gained being right for you and your experience. That's why we gain our own wisdom, and we don't have to share it. Well, I'm sharing it with other people, but we don't have to share it with other people or try and convince and convert people to seeing it our way, because we've got the wisdom. We don't. We have our wisdom, and it's right for our path, right? It's right for our path, not necessarily for anyone else's. We've got the Hermit. Going inwards and seeking that wisdom that you've gained through your experience. Getting clear maybe today on that wisdom that you've gained from your experience. Powerful cards today. What else? What else have we got in the energies today? Page of Cups. Dreaming of bigger things. Potential. What I was talking about before. You've got more potential than you think, than you're currently expecting. Your dreams. What did you dream last night? Your dreams might be important to this as well. You might be gaining some clarity. Something synchronous could happen that makes you think, oh, I may feel like bigger things. And you get some like synchronicities happening, thinking, I think the universe is leading me there. And that gets you all up in your imagination going, well, pigs might fly in the end. But it's not about the pigs. Seven of Cups, choices to be made today. Yeah, choices to be made. And it does feel like it's based on everything that I've said before. Everything that I've said before. It's good that that has come at the end of it, right? The choice at the end of it. Tell us about the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant out here? The Knight of Emotions. There you go. It is about romance. So for a lot of you, it's about romance. It doesn't have to be, though. You could be bringing other wise people into your fold kind of thing. And you don't have to be matching on all of your wisdom. Yeah, let's not be like religions. Hey? Knight of Emotions. A romantic offer here. So this could be someone coming, or there could be synchronous events around a certain person that might be coming into your life. This could be a slow thing coming, or it might be fast, but I'm feeling like it's slow. You could be getting to know someone and sharing your wisdom with them. All at different stages on this, but I do feel like the energies are amping up around twin flames coming together right now. Just because my guides are talking about it more. So I know something's happening, or it's preempting something when my guides start talking about it. Because certainly the things that are happening now, the guides were preparing us in Psychic Cafe and in my daily readings as well, and all of the readings, in fact, were preparing us for it about a year in advance, going on about a lot of the stuff that's got us ready for this period of time now. What's behind this? Slow but steady. Like I said, slow but steady. It's not coming in fast, but you could be getting to know someone, or the synchronous events around someone, but just know that if you are still reacting to things and still competitive in nature and still wanting to argue with people, or teach people your wisdom kind of thing, still with codependent traits, wanting to take care of someone and counsel them and that kind of thing outside of your work, right, there's nothing wrong with doing that in your work, but don't do that in romantic relationships. Then you might still be doing that kind of stuff. But some of you could be coming into a very aligned relationship. If you found that high alignment in yourself, and you found someone that is in high alignment too, could be really exciting things happening at the moment, but it's still going to be slow. The Hermit. So there's a need to tap into your wisdom here about defrosting your heart, it's about healing your heart and your wisdom from the experiences that you've had, right? So if we're talking about what I was saying before about the Hierophant, we don't want to be like religions. What would a religion do if we're talking about someone who needs to defrost the heart? Well, what a religion would do was go, well, I've been cheated on in the past. This means that my wisdom that I've got from that is never trust anyone. So I'm going to tell the whole world, do not trust anyone. And that's what a religion would do, right? We don't want to be like that. What we want to do instead is the Hermit, go within for that nugget of wisdom, not a reaction, not an opinion about it, but wisdom. Like, never trust anyone again isn't wisdom, is it? It's a reaction. It's an ego reaction. It's an opinion. But we need to go within to find that wisdom. So what did we do? What did we do to get cheated on? Did we trust someone too fast? Did we get into a relationship too fast before we knew who they were? Did we have low self-esteem so that we chose someone that was just like nowhere near what we deserved? There's always something that we've done. Did we ignore red flags when we got into that relationship? Did we start feeling jealous because they were showing attention to other people, but we pushed that jealousy down and made it wrong about ourselves and tried to override that feeling, making the feeling wrong rather than the their behavior and the red flags that they were showing. There's always a part in it, and so some of you are healing your heart today and having to face what it is that you did. Like, if you've been abused by someone or whatever, yes, it's them that's done it to you. They've got the sole responsibility for that. But the sole responsibility of our experience is, what did I do to let that person in the first place, or let the person do it in the first place? Why didn't I have boundaries to that person straight away? So there's heart healing to be done today, and wisdom to be gained from it as well. What's behind this? Death. The Scorpio card coming out so much at the moment. Something needs to end before you can have your rebirth. That's why, of course, it makes sense when we're talking about heart healing. There's something that needs to end. There's a pattern that you're in that keeps on leading you into that stuff that you don't want. And like I said, it could be just getting into relationships too fast. It could be low self-esteem causing you to do that. It could be all kinds of things, but you've got to get to the bottom of that at the moment. The Page of Cups. Now, this is different feeling. This is the synchronicity is causing you to think, to really get in your imagination, like, wow, there's much more, there's much better ahead for me. I'm made for bigger things here. Page of Cups. Why have we got the Page of Cups here today? This could be about raising your expectations. 3. Ace of Voices. 8 of Inspiration. And the Muse of Voices. A lot of clarity today. Ace of Voices, the start of something that's true for you. It's a thought. It's dreaming something up. It's starting something in the mind first when we conceive something with great clarity, and then want to move forward with it. So it's like you've got your eyes on the prize then. So what I'm feeling from this is something's going to happen today that makes you realize it's something synchronous, it's something magical, a bit of information or something like that, and you're like, whoa, I could do that. I think that this is right for me. I think this is where my life is headed. Wow, if it's headed there, then there's much more for me in this life than I thought. Getting clarity on that, realizing this is right for me. This could lead to my new start. There's the wise owl in here as well. It's got something to do with this wisdom. So it could have something to do with it could have something to do with you healing your heart and opening it back up again, and this romantic relationship as well. And great clarity on that. And then it's like, now I've got direction. Now I've got purpose and direction because I think this is for me. And then you get in your imagination about it. Like, wow, if this happens, this would be incredible. And pigs will be flying all over the place. What's behind this? All good. Really good things. All good. Really good things for you. I'm just getting this feeling that you might have thought that nothing spectacular like this was going to happen in your life. And now you see that something really spectacular could happen in your life. And then there's a choice to be made. What is this choice to be made? 7 of Cups. Why have we got 7 of Cups here? 10 of Materials. Well, the happily ever after, especially with the material stuff as well. So this could be a work choice. It could be a relationship choice. It could be like, is this really for you? Is this what you want in your future? It's a big decision. This is a big decision. Is this really what you want in your future? Is this really for you? I feel like the decisions that you're making today are going to stick around for a long time. Is this really what you want in your future? It could be. It might not be. But make a considered choice, especially from your wisdom that you've gained, and especially questioning your heart because some of you could be leading yourself into trouble. Is this really what you want? If you haven't opened your heart up again, if you haven't realized what it was you were doing to let those negative experiences that you've had, especially in relationships, some of you could be making the wrong decision again. So you need to do this preemptive work before you make this decision. That's why this decision card came out last. You've got more than one option. You don't have to say yes to this. And that could have been how you were leading yourself into trouble as well. Is that you just keep on saying yes to everything as if everything is a gift from the universe. It's not. Masculine energy is behind that. So some of you could be choosing a man. Some of you could be choosing what you take action on, what to take action on. So I would hang back and make a decision maybe today if you've got that clarity. If you don't have that clarity, don't make the decision today. Don't start taking the action. You want to be really sure that you're in alignment with something before you take action. What's going on in our love lives today? In our love lives, got deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay, so you do know the answer. But you need to check in with yourself. So be wise to yourself today, I think. I think some of you could be making an important decision on a relationship today. It's going to last a long time, this decision. So deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. But also be wary of yourself, especially if you've been in really messed up patterns, because that could be ongoing unless you've done this work and you've realized exactly what it is. So much so that you'll know that you'll never do it again because you know exactly what it is. Nothing is yet set in stone. So it's not necessarily the person for you or not the person for you. It's not set in stone. You get to make the choice today in love. Fate plays its part. But fate is more that your higher self knowing better than you what it is that you truly want with that growth. Remember that our life is really about. It's not about the relationship, but the relationship goes along with it. Your higher self knows better than you. But you've also got free will too. This is why the more in alignment you are with your higher self, the better things go. The more you make those right decisions for yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with this path as well. It's not going to happen fast. None of this is going to happen fast. Remember, with this Hierophant and this Knight of Emotions, this isn't someone speedily coming in and asking you out and you saying, hell yes, because I've got a great feeling about you. This is not that in the slightest. It's slow. But steady. There's progress being made steadily. You will have to have patience with this. So if you find yourself getting a little bit antsy, a little bit impatient, don't. Just stop yourself. Rushing is not a good idea. Anytime, not with anything. It's the opposite of trust. Now, I'm not saying inaction is good. It's not. What was my guide said yesterday in a private reading? They said, always follow your heart, right? Feel what feels best for you, what makes you feel better, makes you feel lighter, makes you feel happier. Unless you are one of those kinds of people who can get really lazy and you might say, oh, what makes me happier is being a couch potato and watching Netflix all day. It's like, well, that guidance doesn't apply to those kind of people then. If you're an action taker, a move maker, then that guidance applies to you. This is why readings have got to be personalized, because we're out of balance in different ways, and the ideal is balance. And so if I tell someone that's out of balance that way in a particular area in their life, the same guidance as I tell someone that's out of balance the other way, it's wrong for one of them, and it will make them worse. It will make their life experience worse for one of them. Anyway, we've got the dragonfly. Be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. It's all there, right? In all of this, it's all there. Be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So there's movement going on today with romantic relationships, but the movement isn't fast, and you've got a decision to make. Follow your heart unless you've been making bad decisions with your heart, in which case then you need to take a look at the patterns that you've been in. Your truth is shining through today in a big way. The universe is trying to move you forward toward what it is that you want today in a big way. This is about your growth, don't forget. Synchronicity is happening to show you you've got much better times ahead of you here. There's much more ahead of you. Creative blocks. If you're an artist of any kind, you can offer all the work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good. This is about trusting in the highest good, yeah, for you. In other words, trusting in your higher self that it knows what you really want better than you do. What else have we got in the energies today? A bird perched, waiting for news, package or letter. So this could be that, waiting for that night of emotions to come in with that love offer. It could be also this page of cups as well. Hearing something, the synchronicities, it could be that. Hat, you'll be playing a different role this size. So there's significant shifts. You need to be adaptable and flexible. Adapt, change, heal. There. A vase, secret admirer. So you might be getting more word of that, but it's still a slow approach with this night of emotions. And mountain road, you're on the road to success. You are on the road to success. It's still going to be it's a mountain road. It's going to be a long journey. Maybe more challenges up ahead. So think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly. It's just a bit of fun, this. Don't take it too seriously. Don't make any major life decisions based on it. It's not a private reading. If you do want me to pull one of those crystals out for a definitive yes or no answer for you in particular, you can do that one of two ways. You can either come along to my Psychic Cafe show and get a mini reading there, and I'll do that for you for donations, or you can get a private reading from our website. I'll put a link for it up here. There's a link in the description box below. And after you've booked in, just click on the Contact Us page on the website. You can put your questions in there for your reading. So how best to deal with these energies? How best to deal with these energies today? And the Magician comes out. And so you're manifesting this. You're the creative aspect part. You're the creative part. You know how I was talking about the wisdom that you've gained throughout your life? And that wisdom is right for you and your path. Use that wisdom that you've gained and gain even more wisdom about it and use that in your path. So don't forget the lessons that you have learned along the way. And the reason I'm getting that from the Magician card here is the Magician uses all the resources that they've got. And the resources are inside of you that you've got. It's the wisdom that you've gained. It's the life experiences that you had. It's all inside of you. But there might be some deciphering that needs to happen today. How what's best to deal with these energies today? These energies today. The Moon. Intuition and illusion. So needing to not be confused about this, but also not mistake intuition from illusion. You know how I was just saying that the advice for someone who takes a lot of action, who's feeling positive about their lives, they take a lot of action to follow the good feeling things, better and better feeling things. That is the wrong advice for someone who is not taking action and not feeling empowered. It's the wrong advice for them. Then those kind of people could take that as intuition to not do something, or that it feels better to eat this junk food or to not exercise. It feels better to be a couch potato and do nothing. It feels better not to take risks. It doesn't really, but some people feel like that. And so there is an aspect here that you need to break free of your delusions here, that you might be considering as being guidance, either your emotional guidance or your intuitive guidance. For some of you, you're listening to a part of the ego and it's off. So just for some of you, that. So think of your yes or no answer question now. Have that question in your mind. Pause the video if you're not ready. Your answer is no. It's the ruby. Don't do it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Let me know what's going on for you as pertains to this reading. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your ongoing support with my channel. Very much appreciated. If you're not a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button. I do these daily energy updates. I do 3 pick a card reads a week, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. Come along there and get a mini read. Love to see you in there. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.